All right, so I made the mistake of buying this Yardmax POS Express 1010, whatever the fuck it is. It's garbage lawnmower. Had it for, I don't know, a month. And already it's broken, falling apart, everywhere's broken. It's got like some kind of, I don't even know what that is. What is that supposed to be? It's junk. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it apart, and I'm wondering if I can 3D print some big beefy thing and fix it. I'm gonna fix their garbage metal with plastic. So if you made the mistake of buying this piece of garbage on Amazon for, oh, it's like, I think I paid 375 bucks. Stick with me and we'll see if we can fix it. First thing we do is take this wheel off. 1 9/16 nut. There's a little clip right there. Take that off. Little pin comes out. So bad news is that I can't figure out how to take it apart. I mean, it's got this solid shaft through here. It's got these plates on here. It's all connected with this bar. It kind of seems like they put it all together and then they maybe weld the one end or something like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Sawzall and I'm just gonna cut this bar. Now watch. Boop. Go slide this thing off of here. Huh? Okay, I'm gonna pry it. There's a hidden clip right there. Mine was hidden in the grease, so I'm gonna take that. When you take the clip off, it just bends. Like every part of this stupid thing is garbage. But now that it's off, it should come off there. Get my prying stick out again. It's the worst. It is the worst. Finally got it off the shaft. You can see here. What is that? What is this paper thin metal that they've chosen? Look at this. I mean, I'm serious. I probably mowed 5-10 times. I had a Toro. It lasted me 15 years. And I changed the spark plug and the oil maybe twice. And it didn't have any problems. I didn't need to change the spark plug, but I did. Here we go. So this is the part I'm gonna remake with 3D printed stuff. So let's go ahead and take that off. 8mm, a 10mm, a 9/16, 8mm wrench, Sawzall, snap ring pliers will get you this far. That's the part I had to cut because this is connected on both sides. I don't know. It must be put together and welded or something with the parts on it. Stupid. Part that broke. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Just take it apart the same way. All right, so here we are. We've got this piece. I got this piece. You can see they're just mirrors of each other. So that'll be cool. Just make one and do our thing. I kind of looked it over. I think I got that distance figured out. Let's go draw something up. All right, I drew it up. This is my first draft. You know how it is, trying to copy stuff from the real world. Sometimes your measurements are a little off. I'm using this here bad boy and some resin. So as I'm looking at it, I'm thinking you could, if you didn't want to go to all this work, you could probably just kind of put that back into position and drill some holes through this and just bolt it right to this and that would keep it from moving. This doesn't actually need to turn or anything. I mean, I guess unless the bearing locks up or something, but you could probably just screw that to the deck. You know, you probably could. You could probably get it in the position and screw this plate right to there, and that'd probably get you through. So consider that. Okay, if you did screw it to the deck, you're gonna lose your height adjustment. So if you don't care about that, screw it to the deck. Also, looking at the shaft here, the thing that I cut, I mean, you probably could take it apart further, and maybe you could just like slide the shaft through one side and wrestle that thing off there. I have a welder, so cutting it and re-welding it for me is not a huge deal. So yeah, if you're smarter than me, maybe this is easier. I'm kind of a brute, so we're gonna go with it. It'll be done printing here pretty quick, and we'll try to stick it on there. So I'm out here in sunny Florida. I'm just gonna leave it in the sun for a while. I should have made these holes bigger to allow room for my socket wrench. I didn't. So I just took my hammer and a flathead and just pounded on the side of that thing, got her tight. And on this one, I tightened it from the back side. So that's why you see that little bit of stress right there. This outer hole is too small. I'm gonna fix it on the next one. But look at that. It's working pretty good. You can see it from this side. I don't know if that's focusing, I can't tell. But there it is. It seems like it worked. Let me see if I can put the rest. Also a little too thick, so I wasn't allowed to get one of the snap rings on, and the pin fitting through there is a pretty tight fit, so who cares? It's actually too thick. It won't allow me to put the snap ring on the end here either. So that sucks. Yeah, don't tell anybody. All right, so this side's back together. It works. Everything seems all right. So I'm gonna go modify my drawing to make those couple changes. I need to make it a little bit thinner to get the clips on, and I need to make the countersink holes a little bit bigger to fit the socket into it. So I'm gonna go do that. So it's almost done printing, but I thought I would just say, you know, it's embarrassing for these companies. It's gotta be. Like, who would engineer such a disaster? And whose engineer's boss, or the boss of the engineer, would allow this crap to happen? I mean, it's just a terribly poor design. They could have even gotten away with this really thin metal if they just would have made the bracket beefier. Like, that's all they had to do. Like, I don't know how much this bracket costs, but they don't sell this on Amazon anymore. And if you find it, like I can find it because of my recent purchases, like all the reviews, like they tricked me. All the older reviews are decent. And then like at some point, something changed. You know how they do it. Maybe they even changed the whole product. But like, then all of them are 1 star. So like, I did my research when I bought it. And then like within a month later, something has happened and all the reviews are 1 star. So now they can't even sell this fucking thing anymore. Like, that had to cost them more money than it would have cost to fix the stupid bracket or to do some testing on their product, you know? Like, and that bracket, if you were a metal fab guy, you could just make yourself a better metal bracket, and that'd be awesome. They could have fixed the whole machine by fixing this one part. But no, like some moron, a couple of morons got together, I don't know, and just like they ruined it. Because honestly, the rest of the machine, it does start and run good. It's got height adjustment. It's got 7 different speeds, 6 different speeds. You know, the blade has already gotten dull too. Fine, it's a cheap blade. You can get a replacement blade.
I understand. Go cheap there, fine. Who cares? You could fix that, but you can't fix this. You can't. I'm gonna reach out. I'm just gonna go ahead and say, hey, Yardmax, if you need a person with no college degree, high school education only, to come work for you and help your college educated people and your engineers and your R&D guys and your quality control. If you need an uneducated person to come handle your business, reach out to me. I can do some consulting for you. I won't even charge you that much. You know, as much money as you lost because of that, you can just pay me. I'll help you out. I'll help you out, man. I don't want you to make it so expensive that you can't sell it, but I can help you make it well enough that it doesn't immediately break. Like, you can see how worn out that crap is. It probably broke right away and I didn't even notice it. Look, it's manufactured 4 of 23. It's September of 23 right now. Look at it. I could shine it up. I haven't tried to clean it up or nothing. I could clean this bad boy up, it'd look good. That's my rant. Anyway, come on, engineers, dudes, be better. So I just realized that it makes a difference how you hold your phone, so, you know, whatever. I'm not gonna start the whole video over. By the way, if you find this mildly entertaining or helpful, maybe like and subscribe. I don't know. Maybe. Here's the new one. A little more ranting. You know, the other problem is not only can they not sell this machine, but I don't think I'll ever buy another Yardmax anything. This is the first Yardmax thing I've bought. And how can you trust a company that makes such poor decisions? You really can't. So the amount of money that those little brackets cost this company, who knows? I mean, I chose this one. I had high hopes. You know, if it would have worked out, maybe I'd have bought something else from them. But no, now that I know that they suck, I'll never buy one. Anyway, to this piece over here, I made some changes, beefed it up a little bit. It's a little bit beefier. I made these holes bigger to allow for the bolt heads to go through. I also put a little bit of a bevel on the flat side where it's sitting on the plate, and that's just to help me pry it off of there. Because as you know, when you print shit on the plate, sometimes it's really hard to get it off there, especially with something with this much surface area. So I'm gonna let it sit in the sun for a while, and then I'm gonna stick it on there, and we'll see. Oh yeah, it's thinner too, so I can get those clips on. Stop talking. By the way, this is like that. I think it's like the Mars 3 maybe, but this thing is old, and I've used it like a ton, and I haven't changed the film on it, and it's got some flaws in the prints, but it's super accurate still. Everything comes out and fits really nice, which if you don't know a lot about 3D printing and designing stuff, that's a big deal. Like I measure my stuff with a plastic set of calipers, and I always oversize things. I'll oversize it by like 0.1 millimeter, 0.2 millimeters or something, but it's really accurate still. You can see this there's like a little mess up right there. That's something with my screen or my film or something, and a lot of stuff I print will have like a little string of bubbles through it or something. But for what I'm doing, it's good enough. Also, the resin I'm using, you can see here, it's supposed to be clear, and the parts aren't coming out clear because this is like just all the old resins that I have. I just dump them in here. So this is a bunch of different stuff. Obviously, you can't mix water with that, but that's why. So, and it's still good enough. So if you're thinking about getting into this kind of stuff and you think, you know, you want to buy something that's good quality, I'd get one of these. I've printed so much stuff. I mean, so much stuff. It still works great. That's how you build something.
Yardmax.
So here we are. I went through all that struggle and realized I made it wrong. The holes. Oh, I did the mirroring wrong. See? No. So what I'm gonna do is drill it. I know. That's what I'm gonna do. I know. I got to the end, I fucked it up, and I didn't go back and I fixed it. I gotta drill it. What is wrong with me? Well, let me tell you. To be honest with you, I don't have extremely high hopes for this. For these pieces here. I mean, they might work, and it's gonna be a proof of concept. And like I told you, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna stop because you know what I'm doing? I'm making up shit. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. I mean, I'm not even using a hammer, guys. Like, if you haven't caught on yet, I'm just kind of having fun out here, and it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. Hey, look, I made it thinner, and the clips will fit now. But I made it about 1 millimeter too thin. So on the next one, in my drawing, I'm gonna make it 1 millimeter thicker, and I'm gonna fix the mirror, and then it'll be good. Remember, this is a prototype, so so it's not gonna be perfect the first time, and I'm rushing and I'm just having fun, and maybe I had a beer or two. Let me put it together. Let's run this thing and see what happens. So as I put it together, I realized that the deck is kind of bent. I don't know if you can see that. That's why this side didn't work out as good as the other side. So I'm not real sure what I should do. I probably should have bent it back. Maybe that side would have fit. I don't know that the thickness of that thing is super critical, so I might leave it at that thickness. I will fix the mirroring and the holes. But anyway, looks pretty good. Okay. So I managed to put some perfect welds on there. I mean, they are just absolutely perfect. Here, I'll show you. See those? Yeah, they're just absolutely perfect welds. So yeah, let's give this thing a go. Hold up, here she is. That guy. Okay, it might get loud. Hold on. Doing this right? I think it's this one. No, that ain't that one. Oh, it doesn't work anymore. Now, there's no primer on here. I haven't used it for a while because it broke. Let me see if I can get it started. Here's the thing. This was a giant fucking waste of time. I'll still post my drawings on Thingiverse, and I'll put the link in the description for those parts, just in case you're crazy enough to try this. Alright, so here's the deal. I fixed the back, the front's broke now. Took me like 20 minutes to start it. I'm gonna quit this project. I'm gonna call it a complete waste of time. But since you've stuck around to the end of the video, I'm gonna share a little secret with you, okay? I bought this on Amazon. It had been more than 30 days. They won't let you return it, okay? If it's been more than 30 days, they won't let you return it. But I just called them and called them and called them. The third time I called them, I was put on hold for like a really long time. I mean, 20 minutes or something. But finally, I got through to the right person, and they did some, made some exceptions, and they gave me a refund. Now, the thing is that you put gas in this, and you can't send it through the mail anymore. It'd be like a hazmat situation. So I got my money back, and they allowed me to keep the mower. I thought, hey, I'll fix it, but here we are. I've given it my all. and it's still a giant piece of shit. Now the front's broken too. It doesn't run good. I was wrong. It did start and run pretty good at first, but no, it sucks. So I'll still put those files on Thingiverse, and I'll put them in the link. I'll put it in the description for you if you're brave enough to give yours a try. Otherwise, I think the best thing for this would probably be to throw it in the garbage, which is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so thanks for sticking with me. I know myself, I watch a lot of stupid videos on YouTube. This qualifies as one of those videos. But anyway, I appreciate you watching. I'm gonna do more stupid stuff on here, usually up to something stupid. So if you're into that kind of thing, like, subscribe, watch my next video. Thanks, everybody. I know, I don't know how to stop. But I decided I'm not gonna post a link to those stupid parts because that would be evil. Like, why would I help someone waste so much time in their life on such a big old piece of crap? I think the best way to end this video would probably be if I doused this fucker in gasoline and lit it on fire. Do you want to see me do that? I'm gonna fucking do it. And that's about the best thing to do with that fucking mower. Anyway, like and subscribe, people. Like and subscribe.